Hi, I'm Brianna.
And I'm Akira.
And you're watching
Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Now, I don't know if the word finally is the best word to use in this situation, but we can definitely say finally there are some actual talks of this fight coming to fruition from KELL Brook's side, which is promoter Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn has recently said he wants to make this fight in the UK. He said he's targeting either April or May for a KELL Brook versus ERROL SPENCE fight. Now, there was something that Eddie Hearn said that I thought was pretty interesting. He said, and I'm quoting him, he said he talked to KELL Brook and he told KELL Brook, because KELL Brook wants the unification bout with Manny Pacquiao, and he told KELL Brook, you know, that's somewhat of a big fight, but it's not a big enough fight. And then Eddie Hearn, he told KELL Brook, you may have to fight ERROL SPENCE next. And he said that KELL Brook said, okay. That tells you everything you need to know right there, that conversation right there. It tells you that KELL Brook, he really had no interest in fighting ERROL SPENCE unless he had to, unless there was no other way getting around it. That's the only way he was willing to fight against ERROL SPENCE. So with that being said, I think that's pretty interesting, going into a fight that you really didn't want, because we already know that KELL Brook, he was known for being the mandatory king, because KELL Brook, he always fights his mandatory. Now all of a sudden, when his mandatory is a monster, he wants to fight anyone but his mandatory. But with that being said, I still give KELL Brook credit if he signs on a dotted line, if he takes this fight. And, you know, I've said before and I'll say it again, I truly believe out of all the welterweights, even though KELL Brook has been reluctant to take this fight, I truly believe that KELL Brook is ERROL SPENCE's toughest opponent when it comes to challenges at the welterweight division and when it comes to other welterweights at the welterweight division. I believe KELL Brook is more complete. His style would be very challenging for ERROL SPENCE. I would still pick ERROL SPENCE to win the fight, and I'll do a breakdown once this fight is officially signed. But yeah, I believe that KELL Brook, he gives ERROL SPENCE a tougher fight than Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, and everyone else in the welterweight division. So hopefully this fight, it comes to fruition. It'll be a good one. It'll be a good one. So once again, Eddie Hearn, he's targeting April or May, but they're still crossing their fingers and trying to get a Manny Pacquiao fight. And that most likely won't happen because Manny Pacquiao, Bob Arum, and Team Pacquiao, they were talking about possibly fighting Jeff Horn next. I know Bob Arum, if it was up to Bob Arum, and I talk to the people in his stable all the time, I know firsthand that if it was up to Top Rank, Manny Pacquiao, he would be fighting Terrence Crawford next. But because it's up to Manny Pacquiao, we may not see that fight. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the near future. That's pretty much all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
This is Bobby, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.